What is up, YouTube? Johnny B here again today, and we are back with the Fiesta project. As you guys know, in the last video on the Fiesta, we got the M Sport kit, and we were really excited to see how it looked on the car, so we just couldn't really wait. And we tried recording, some of the stuff that we were doing, a little bit of the test fitting, a little bit of the modifying. It's just something that we needed to get done quick, and really didn't have that much time to record because now that it's getting colder, we have less light out, and that's just how it is, unfortunately. But we're here to show you the reveal of the car with just the kit test fitted on because we needed to test fit it for the first time. I've never done one of these kits, and this kit is not even for the 4-door Fiesta, it's for the 2-door Fiesta. And I'm gonna have to modify a lot. So obviously I needed to go ahead and just kind of test fit everything, cut where some sections that were in the way, and pretty much just try to make the kit fit as best as I could. And this is what we came up with. So let me show you guys what the car looks like. So if you look at the kit from the front, it is extremely wide. I measured it from the wheels to the fender, and that was about 80 millimeters wider on each side. So we're talking 3 inches on each side, making the car a whole 6 inches wider. But when this thing is such a skinny little car, it just completely transforms the car. One of the cool things about the kit is that it gets mounted directly in these little holes, these areas, and that's how it mounts to the location on the actual R5 car. They come with a special bash bar, a special setup for the intercooler. That's why the grille has those specific squares. So we might need to modify those a little bit. Obviously that grille area needs to be painted black, separate from the body color of the car. But the fitment is looking really good. And I'm really surprised because I didn't know if the Euro spec was gonna be completely different. But the awesome part is that our bash bar that we had installed months ago actually seemed to line up perfectly with those bolt holes to be able to bolt down the bumper, because it doesn't have the traditional mounting like the stock one does, where it's right underneath the hood. So that was a big plus. Glad that that worked out. And then they obviously get bolted to the fenders. The cool thing about the fender piece is that you completely remove the fender and you're good to go. You just go ahead and replace it. The fit was on point. The actual lines of the car still flow with the fender. Everything gets connected really well. It's using the stock factory location on some sections, and then on others we had to go ahead and make sections to actually bolt it on. But the kit is on there really strong. So one of the best parts about the front was that it was literally just remove the stock parts, installed the M Sport kit, and we were good to go. And then after that, we go ahead and hook up the side skirt piece to the fender, which there's like a hole on that actual little side skirt piece. So the side skirt went on there really easily. We had to remove the stock ST side skirts, which is not that big of a problem because these actually still look really good. And the length was almost exactly perfect. There was a little bit of discrepancies, but we knew there was going to be something that might be a little bit different. I'm pretty sure that these are exactly the same length as the two-door ones. All they do is really extend the door. So if you look at the kit where the kit ends, and there's like a section of the door that you don't see, that's where the two-door would go all the way back there. So that's like almost an extra foot of door on the two-door, which is pretty crazy to think about, but that's just how it is. If you've ever seen a four-door versus a two-door, they're always the same length. It's just the doors kind of variate to give you that illusion. And then this quarter panel piece is made to replace the actual quarter panel skin on the two-door, but we weren't going to be doing that, so I had to go ahead and modify it. As you see, we chopped it at the top, chopped it around the handle for the door, and then just like let it continue. Chopped off the section that goes behind the door as well, making the whole panel flat, so we can literally just place it on top like an over fender. One of the things that we do need to do is I need to cut the quarter panel piece so we can actually use the rear doors. So we haven't gotten to that stage yet because we have to make sure that that cut is perfect and lines up with it perfectly, so we can go ahead and mount the kit on there and still be able to use the door, open it and close it. The main issue being that we just have to cut this little section of the quarter panel and then a section of the actual side skirt, because the side skirt is kind of big in that area. And then once we can make that work and still have like a stable enough area, we know that's going to be good. And then if you look at the rear tire, we've been messing with a little bit of tire fitment. This is a 255/40/17. It sits really well with the car, with the kit. Seems like a really nice height. I just don't like the way it bulges out of the wheel a little bit. So we're gonna probably step down the size a little bit. This was what was originally on the rear of my FRS on my first setup before I went boosted. Now I have a wider tire in the back. So I had them laying there, so I might as well just go ahead and test fit them, just so we can get an idea of what type of wheel we want. And then if you come around the back, now the car finally has a bumper. It's been months since we've been without a bumper because we weren't about to buy one when we knew that a bumper was going to be coming with the kit. So the bumper replicates the stock ST look. The only difference being that this R5 kit has a little bit longer arches than the WRC kit. So it comes down a little bit and covers the tire a little bit more, which I don't mind. I think it looks pretty good. And then if you see the wing is just what sets it apart, because we didn't have the wing on there while having the kit, and the wing is just what sets up, the whole car, the way the top end looks. It doesn't look as little anymore. It just complements it really well. One of the funny parts is that you guys are seeing it now with the wing and with the wheels kind of flush with the body kit. It wasn't like that as soon as we put on the kit. We literally did not have spacers on there because that's how we got the wheels to come out. The wheels were sunk in about 3 inches, so the car looked really, really goofy. It didn't have the wing on there. The wheels were all the way in. The tires are obviously small. And we actually got spotted by a couple guys, and it was all over the ST forum. So there's a couple like ST pages on Facebook where people were just going ham on like commenting and talking about the car. Before we even knew it, we got on the pages and we saw the picture of the car and we were like, how'd they get that picture? But obviously my brother was driving it to work because this is his only car. So we had to install the kit, one night, and just he had to take it to work the next day. That's just how things work. So it was kind of embarrassing to drive it around like that, but you know, we all did it. I did it. I remember when my FRS first went wide body, I was running around with stock wheels and tires, so the car looked goofy, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Seeing the Fiesta, seeing the little progress that we've done to it, obviously installing the kit, we did do a little bit of footage as we were cutting and modifying the kit and getting stuff to fit properly, because as of now, in the US, this is gonna be the very first one. And this car's been out for a while now and no one has done it. So that's one of the main reasons why we're not just gonna be doing a full how-to video, especially when we have to do a lot of custom work. It's not easy, it's something that you'd rather just take to your body shop, because a 2-door kit to a 4-door kit conversion is not easy. Now it looks a little bit goofy when you look in this area, just because of the way that the grille design is set up, but it's gonna look much better once it's done. So as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. You have a great day.